So here's a short video of Prime Minister Netanyahu addressing officially. It's a video in which he directly addresses and speaks to the people of Iran. Whether or not they got to see it, I don't know. The points that he makes are cogent and so true and so important. Number one, important for the people of Iran to understand and remember if they got to see them. And if they didn't get to see it, which wouldn't shock me, honestly. I don't know what the deal is with censorship over there. It wouldn't surprise me if they never get to see it. It's also really important for the people of Israel to remember and for everyone around the world to remember. So let's have a listen and see.
I speak a lot about the leaders of Iran. Yet at this pivotal moment, I want to address you, the people of Iran. I want to do so directly, without filters, without middlemen. Every day, you see a regime that subjugates you make fiery speeches about defending Lebanon, defending Gaza. Yet every day, that regime plunges our region deeper into darkness and deeper into war. Every day, their puppets are eliminated. Ask Muhammad Def. Ask Nasrallah. There is nowhere in the Middle East Israel cannot reach. There's nowhere we will not go to protect our people and protect our country. With every passing moment, the regime is bringing you, the noble Persian people, closer to the abyss. The vast majority of Iranians know their regime doesn't care a whit about them. If it did care, if it cared about you, it would stop wasting billions of dollars on futile wars across the Middle East. It would start improving your lives. Imagine if all the vast money the regime wasted on nuclear weapons and foreign wars were invested in your children's education and improving your health care, in building your nation's infrastructure, water, sewage, all the other things that you need. Imagine that. But you know one simple thing. Iran's tyrants don't care about your future, but you do. When Iran is finally free, and that moment will come a lot sooner than people think, everything will be different. Our two ancient peoples, the Jewish people and the Persian people, will finally be at peace. Our two countries, Israel and Iran, will be at peace. When that day comes, the terror network that the regime built in 5 continents will be bankrupt, dismantled. Iran will thrive as never before. Global investment, massive tourism, brilliant technological innovation based on the tremendous talents that exist inside Iran. Doesn't that sound better than endless poverty, repression, and war? From Qom to Isfahan, from Shiraz to Tabriz, there are tens of millions of good and decent people with thousands of years of history behind them and a brilliant future ahead of them. Don't let a small group of fanatic theocrats crush your hopes and your dreams. You deserve better. Your children deserve better. The entire world deserves better. I know you don't support the rapists and murderers of Hamas and Hezbollah, but your leaders do. You deserve more. The people of Iran should know Israel stands with you. May we together know a future of prosperity and peace.
It's so upsetting, honestly. I mean, in the, let's say, quote-unquote West, we have this idea that the point and role and function of a government, the role of a government is to represent the people that they are governing, to represent the interests and pursue the interests and values of the people they're governing. When it comes to a place like Iran, there are the people and then there is the regime, and they can be two completely different things. The people of Iran largely seem to not necessarily have major issues with Israel. They want to live. They want to have a good life. It's a country that has a history of incredible culture, wealth, prosperity. And the regime that currently is in charge of the country doesn't pursue the interests of the people at all, isn't pursuing wealth and prosperity, it isn't pursuing well-being. It seems like its number one primary interest is to get rid of the state of Israel and to kill all the Jews, God forbid. And for what? Is Israel a threat to Iran? Is there any claim at all that Israel is interested in taking anything away from Iran? Does Israel want land from Iran? Is Israel... Israel wants nothing from Iran. Israel is zero threat to Iran. Yet somehow Iran finds it... The regime thinks it's a good idea and a worthwhile use of its resources, instead of building up the country, instead of building up the infrastructure, to focus entirely on a country that's, however distant, however far away, however many miles it is, with other countries in between them, to just go and to attack them directly, to attack Israel directly, to fund proxies that are attacking Israel, to trying to get rid of the Jews. And the poor people of the country that many of whom have tried to assert their voices and to push for freedom, and have been imprisoned, have been disappeared, because there's a regime that doesn't care about them, doesn't care about the people, doesn't care about the values of the people, doesn't care about the well-being of the people. They just care about getting rid of the Jews. And it's unfortunate, it's sad, but it's important for the people of Iran to remember, it's important for the people of Israel to remember, and it's important for everyone in the world to remember that this is not about the Iranian people. This is about the regime that doesn't care about the people and will pursue their interests at the expense of the people, at the expense of the safety and well-being of the people.